ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Talks with Todd.
Yeah. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to award-winning Talks with Todd. Listen, I know that most of y'all are kind of disappointed that I'm not just talking about myself and putting my personal business out there. It's okay. Just go back and check out season 1 and 2. You'll be just fine. Now, like I told y'all, this season is different. It's going to be more so interview based, but I am going to switch things up a bit. And we're going to just have regular conversations as well. And today, as my co-host, my engineer, my homie, we got none other than Telly. What's up, Telly?
Hey everybody, how are you?
Great. And listen, for those of y'all that missed last week's fire episode, like, I interviewed this young lady and it was really dope. Like, it was a good, we had the bit of serious, we had the fun, we had the interesting. It was everything. And it was great. I got a lot of great feedback from the episode last week.
Me too. I really appreciate the opportunity to get on there and just talk and really just share my story. So thank you so much.
No doubt.
I got a lot of feedback, still getting love from it. So I appreciate it. I feel really good about it, and just push me to do greater things. So
definitely. That's what what everybody at podcasting gets here for.
Yes.
Like, at least that's what it should be like.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But you're definitely gonna get that from me.
Thank you.
For
Power
sure.
of the team. For
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Everybody got to take that. Have somebody around to give them that push.
Oh, definitely.
So I had it. I have friends that I grew up with that pushed me to be better.
Yeah.
And I took that on, and
Yeah.
I said, all right, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay, because they can see it sometimes before you can even see it yourself.
Absolutely.
So you do need those people to push you and be like, hey, it's okay. Do it scared. Do it, nervous. Do it shaky. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. And you can always get better from there, but just doing it is the biggest thing. Once you get out there, yeah, it's not as bad.
No, it's not as bad
It's
as
not.
all. Now, how do you like potting now, like, for real? Like, how comfortable are you now?
I'm a lot more comfortable. Just getting behind the camera is not the nerves, it's not the jitters per se. It's just like, okay, let me get on there. Like, let me just do it. And now I'm not, as reluctant. I'm like, okay, I gotta be on camera. Oh, okay, it's okay. As before, I'm like, I'm on camera. I gotta prepare for this. Like, how many days I gotta prepare? But now it's just like, okay, I'm on camera.
Yeah.
So I really just appreciate being here, being around people that share the similar interests, similar passions, and they, like you said, just pushing me and motivating me to go forward. So
Definitely.
I appreciate y'all.
Definitely dope.
Yeah.
Definitely dope. So the topic for today, outgrowing. So I want everybody to get in the comments. Let me know, or let us know what you've outgrown. Okay, because there's been a lot of things that I've outgrown.
Yeah.
It's a lot of situations, a lot of people that I've outgrown. So, and I'm pretty sure you can vouch.
And it's 2024.
Yeah, definitely.
Those New Year's resolutions that people make to just, clear people out of their circle, outgrow, different things. So just let us know.
Do you make New Year resolutions?
I used to make New Year's resolutions. Now I just kind of go with the flow. I know things that I want to do, but I don't just say like, oh, I'm just going to lose weight. Like, I just more so want to discipline and motivate myself to make sure I get all of those things done.
Okay, got you.
So not a New Year's resolution, but definitely more discipline on myself to make sure I get all of those things done that I kind of either write out or just say like, hey, I want to make a conscious effort to do this.
Got you.
So,
okay, that's cool.
What about you? You write any down or?
No.
Okay. Have you ever done it? You have ever been big with that?
I did it before.
Okay.
It was a long time ago when I used to make New Year resolutions. Said I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop doing that. And then I found myself going right back doing the same old.
Yeah.
And then what ended up happening was, once I realized I was being a hypocrite, I said, you know what? I'm not doing it no more. I'm not even gonna say it no more.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
So no more New Year resolutions for me. I'm done with them.
Yeah, and that's how you know you're really serious about something, when you don't have to broadcast it, or when you don't have to, let people know, or
Yep.
you don't even have to say it. You just start doing, you start moving in the way that you know you should move. So
Yeah, definitely. You have to do that because anything less, you're gonna just knock yourself back anyway.
Yeah.
So you have to do that. Like I encourage a lot of people. Like I got a friend of mine now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he'll tell me, "Hey man, I'm about to stop, drinking, or I'm about to stop smoking." I told him straight up, stop saying it.
yes,
Don't even say nothing about it no more. Because the more you speak on it, the more you gonna mess around and end up doing it.
yeah.
So yeah, I definitely prefer to just do the work.
Definitely.
Honestly, do
doing
the
the
work.
work is what's going to get you there. Because like you said, you can say it all day long, but if you don't put in the work, if you don't put in the sacrifice, if you don't just get disciplined and get serious,
Yeah.
it won't happen. It'll be for a few days or so, but it won't even be long enough to make it a habit, a lifestyle. So just definitely just take your time with things, and don't feel like you're just so in a rush to get everything done. Like, you can pace yourself to make sure that it becomes a lifestyle and not just a temporary for right now fix. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
So what are some things that you've outgrown?
The places that I frequent has changed. Like before, with me being younger, of course, the club scene was more of like a turn up like type of thing. Now it's like I might go to a nice bar, but as far as the clubs, that's not really just my scene anymore. Like I feel like I've outgrown that. I've outgrown, what kind of goes on in that atmosphere. Like I just, I want something different. So with that being said, I have to go to a different environment. I have to be around different people. I can't go to the club every weekend screaming and saying that I want to have more time to do this or more time to do that. Like we all have the same 24 hours. It's just what we choose to do at that time. So outgrowing just spaces is a big thing for me. And like I said, one of them being the clubs, per se.
Gotcha.
Eventually, I do want it to be the bars too, but work in progress. But for right now, definitely my place. This is something I have outgrown.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's the major thing you say?
One of the majors, yes, because like I said, it's more common with my age group for that to be the norm.
Right.
And it's like with outgrowing, not wanting to be there all the time, it's like I said, kind of friends fall off because you're not on the same wavelength as they are. So they can't resonate with you, that old you that you were, or the old way that you used to move. They don't understand it. So they may be intimidated by it. It may make them fall off. So you just never know what'll really happen from you really standing up and making a change for you. So
Got you.
Yeah.
I definitely understand you on that. I've outgrown quite a few things. One of my biggest challenges was just like outgrowing being for the streets.
Okay.
Really, I outgrew that. It took for me to like really see what that came with, for me to calm down. And then on top of me calming down, it was like I needed just somebody good in my life.
Yeah.
I realized being married to the wrong women before, it just kind of was like, it kind of had me jaded, and I felt like I couldn't trust anybody. So with that attitude, I really wasn't even trying to rock with nobody. And by the grace of God, my wife ended up liking the picture. She ended up liking the picture of my son and my cousin, and that's how we got back in contact.
That's what's up.
So it was really dope that that ended up happening.
Yeah, it even happened the way it did.
Yeah, and it just so happened she was going through a divorce, and my divorce was just starting. Like I didn't even start the process, but we were already separated.
Okay.
And I knew it was headed down that road.
Yeah.
So it was like we was able to kind of help each other, but she was helping me.
Divine timing.
Yeah, so it was
because
dope.
like you said, her even reacting to the photo. Like,
Yeah.
So that's what's up. That's dope.
She didn't even like it on purpose, though. That's the crazy
Really?
part. She did not like that picture on purpose. She said she was just swiping.
Divine timing, divine timing.
Yeah.
So shout out to Divine.
Yeah. What's up, everybody that's watching, man? We appreciate y'all. But yeah, so what came with outgrowing that though, it took a lot of like patience, and discipline,
Definitely.
which was something that I did not have.
Yeah,
So
because so easy not to have discipline. Like, it's so easy to do all the things that we know we shouldn't do, or, you know, don't need to do, right? But it's like, okay, to actually stick to something and you actually be disciplined about it, you see the reward from it. It's beautiful after you be like, oh, okay, I can do this. And then you start telling yourself mentally, like, I got it, I can do this. And then one thing that you be disciplined with becomes another thing. And then, like I said, it becomes a lifestyle where you're just a disciplined person. Where you're able to be like, hey, okay, I'm going to need spaces, but I'm not going to do these things. Or these people, you know, being here is not going to make me change who I am as a person because I've outgrown those spaces, places, and then situations. So
yeah, definitely. I went to a strip club for my cousin's bachelor party, right?
Yeah.
And I did not feel comfortable
there.
You
see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just different.
Like, it wasn't like I was grossed out or anything. I just felt like
I shouldn't.
I'm
be
over
here.
this.
I don't belong here.
I'm over this. I'm seeing like everything, you know, like dances and all of that. Not that they didn't look nice. It was just like I've really outgrown this.
Yes.
Like, I'm sitting there, I'm really bored. Like, I'm standing there, I'm trying to be cool and, you know, be in the moment for fam, but it was just like, yo, this is weak.
And that's the thing too, like, outgrowing just certain energies is a thing for me. Like, I can't stay anywhere where the energy is off. Like, before, I really wasn't as spiritually heightened as I am now. Yeah. And so a lot of places I would be at around my friends, I would just stay because, okay, the party not over, or I don't want to be the first one leaving, or my friend's still there. Yep. But now if I feel that anything is off, I gotta go. Respectfully, I'm gonna just go.
You have to.
I don't know what I'm saving myself from. I don't know what may have to happen when I'm gone, but when something tells me to move, I do just that. Yeah. I don't sit around and wait for what could happen. And it's like, that's just a matter of just trusting your instincts and knowing, you know, just when to move. So just outgrowing, you know, just certain energies that you can't be around anymore. I can't fake being around just certain things. Like, it just don't work with my spirit. Like, my face gonna probably say it before I do. So it's just
face don't lie.
I just remove myself, right? Because you cannot fake a vibe. So it's certain things now that I don't allow that I did when I was younger, and that's how I know that I'm truly outgrowing it. And some of that may come with age, experiences, you know, past, you know, that I have had, but mostly just with age. Like, I don't want to look back and be like, okay, moving forward, this is how you decided to, you know, spend, you know, your last years in your 20s. Like, I don't want to look back and be just regretting a lot. So I have to be careful on how I move and stuff like that. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. Yeah,
outgrowing temptation was definitely a major change for me. You know, go from messing with however many women, now I'm just with one. It was a big difference that I had to really like get used to. Yeah, you know, because I always had somebody to just hit up for a late night, you know, time or whatever. So yeah, man, I'm glad that was out of my system though, man, because it was a lot of energy being wasted with that. You know, and I don't think a lot of men understand that part of it. Yeah, at all. Because while you're doing that, you just wasting away with each woman, especially if you're not happy with yourself. That's the worst part right there. You not happy, you running through all these women, you ain't even up. You just up in one way. That's it.
How could you even be mentally thinking about that if you're not having emotion going on? I just don't understand how people can even be content with thinking about that. You got other stuff to worry about right now.
Savage mode. That's all it was. Savage mode. Yeah. So other things that I've outgrown, those I've definitely learned I've not learned, but I had to outgrow people. Like, it was a must that I did.
It's so unfortunate when you have to do that, because sometimes it be hurting, because you be like, dang, I didn't think that you would be the one that I had to outgrow.
It don't really, you know what? It doesn't really hurt when you see it coming. When you see
that's the thing. When you don't, it hurts. Because you don't see it coming from somebody that's close to you, right? You would think, nah, never. Like, they would never do that. But sometimes that be the reality.
When you see it coming, you see it coming. And if whatever I don't see coming, my wife definitely see coming. It's like she got the eagle eye or something.
And that's that balance.
Yeah, so like if I don't catch it first, she'll you know, hey, all right, I see what you're talking about, but I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. Okay, you know, so it definitely helps out a lot. Like, she definitely made me more perceptive.
Okay,
so I really can say that I have to pay attention to everything and everybody around me. You know, whether I know they about to make it in my life or not. So I've definitely outgrown people, and most of that time of me outgrowing people, it came from me just outworking people. You know what I'm saying? If we supposed to be working together and I see that you getting too lackadaisical, see you later.
Yeah.
Like, I can't keep rocking with you because I'm on the move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to make something happen. So if you're not trying to make anything happen, I got to leave you alone. And it doesn't hurt. It's just that I hope that when you do go through whatever you go through, hey, I'll be here. Catch you at the top, you know?
Okay.
That's all it is. It ain't nothing personal.
Yeah.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? But
everybody you can't bring along, and that's okay.
Everybody, that's my favorite line
Yeah.
from Nipsey. Everybody can't go.
Yes.
I
And that's
totally
okay.
understand that. Yes.
People be thinking or be feeling bad because they make these life changes that are beneficial for them, and like I said, people fall off, whether you purposely cut them off or they fall off themselves. You feel like, but it's okay. It's okay to make those changes. It's life. It happens. We outgrow people, and sometimes it don't even have to be beef behind it.
Yeah.
That's what I want people to understand too. I'm not beefing with you. It's no hard feelings. It's just something that I had to do for me, and that's okay. And whatever you decide that you think that you have to do for you, do that.
Yes.
And that's fine. No beef.
Yes, outgrowing people does not mean beef.
It does
I'm glad you said that because
It
so
does
many people get it misconstrued.
Yeah.
It is not beef,
It's
ladies
not
and
beef.
gentlemen. If somebody just stop picking up the phone and hitting you up, that don't mean they got a problem with you.
Yeah.
That mean they got something else going on.
Exactly.
Don't take it personal.
Yeah.
And the phone works two ways. Go ahead and hit them up. See what's going on with them. See if you can get down. Something like that. Like, don't take it personal, though.
Yes.
You know, everybody got their own thing going on. Most people have kids. Most people have spouses. Don't take it personal, especially if they got something else going on outside of work. It be the people that don't have nothing going on outside of work that be on some bull.
Yeah,
like,
and be mad when you do.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think you should be getting motion too?
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, you want to keep working here? Like, come on, bro.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Because at some point you do have to elevate. That's why you were just saying, like, meet me at the top. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, at some point you do definitely have to make those changes.
Yeah, leaving people behind. It didn't really suck. It was just kind of like I was trying to be there and help them and lift them up as I was going up. Everybody not ready. Everybody is not ready.
Yeah.
So that's just how it is, unfortunately.
And you can't save everybody either. That's the big thing. You cannot save everybody.
You'll mess around, try to save somebody, and you'll fall.
Then who gonna help you?
Exactly.
That's the thing. You really have to be careful of the load that you're taking on of other people, their spirits, their energy, what they have going on, because that's adding on to you and what you already have going on.
Absolutely.
Especially if it isn't a reciprocity thing where they're giving to you, you're giving to them. And it doesn't have to always be financially. It can be spiritually, emotionally, just the ear, a friend. But if it's not any reciprocity going on, you're just continuing to add on to your load and nobody helping you, make those things fall off. So now you're getting over burnt out, overwhelmed, overworked, and it's showing in your performance or showing in your your attitude or how you just talk to people. So you really do have to be careful of the load that you allow others to put on you just for wanting to be there for them.
Yes,
so
definitely. And people that everybody that's watching, call in or get in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let us know, what have you outgrown? Like, name your top 3 things, and we'll chop it up with you. This is about to be a different show today. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, no interview today. This is just gonna be fun. This is the topic. We could jump into something else. It does not matter. So don't be bashful. Go ahead and call in. By now, some of y'all should know that number by heart, or y'all got it in y'all phone. All right.
Say one of the two.
Right. Telly, we got some videos.
We can definitely get some.
Definitely. Okay. Cool. But yeah, this is gonna be a good show. It's really tough. Like, when you level up, man. The thing that suck about it is that the people that get used to you being your old self, they get stuck on that and feel like you being funny.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody being funny.
I'm just not the old me.
But you know what happened? People done got spoiled.
Yeah.
Off the old you. They used to you doing
unspoil them.
all these things all the time.
Yeah.
Unspoil them.
Definitely.
They got to get used to the new you. Because if you don't let them get used to the new you, it's a done deal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You look at that point, it probably can turn into beef because somebody gonna say something sideways.
Yeah.
Just off of the strength of them thinking that you're being funny because you leveled up. But it ain't even just about your status. It's about your mentality. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
You can't sit up here and always think that everything's supposed to stay the same. Who works hard and stay the same? Think about that. Who works hard and stay the same? I don't know nobody that does it. We done watched all the greats change. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Get with it.
It's inevitable. Like you said, if you put in that work, that's really what we put in that work for, to see that outcome, to see that the other side of things, to see just that elevation, to leave that legacy, that greatness behind, and really carry our name. Like, that's what we put in the work for. Mm-hmm. We don't put in the work to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to wait to, see my, whatever I'm working on fall. No, that's the complete opposite. You want to see it build. You want to see it grow. So you put in the work, to do so. So yeah. I definitely get what you're saying.
Definitely. Let's get to these comments real quick. Misha, what about those people that hate you for outgrowing the version of you that was beneficial to / for them? That's exactly what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Misha, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. It's a tragic thing, honestly, because as you elevate, it's not that you look down on anybody, but you see the downfall of them as you level up. Mm-hmm. Like, in that jealousy, that envy that come with it, it's like it's disheartening because it's gonna come from the people that you least expect, and it's gonna be like, man, I can't believe this happened with you. But I see it. It's okay. It's all right.
It's all right.
I'm gonna be okay. I just hope you get past whatever it is that you're going through. Mark Leonard. What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark.
I don't even interact with people who aren't vibrating on my level.
Yes.
I'm 1,000% positive energy. Most definitely, bro. And yes, you are indeed, bro.
You cannot fake a vibe. So you just can't be in certain areas. Your energy, your spirit won't let you. Like, it'll be something really stirring up inside of you that's making you uncomfortable to the point where you want to leave because you just can't be in those spaces anymore.
Yeah.
And then as far as the people that only rock with you for the beneficial purposes of them the ones that I say gonna fall off every time. Yeah. Because like I said, I can still be there for you. I just can't, be there for you in that old capacity. Yeah. But if you really rocked with me and you were really trying to know me, you would try to meet me where I'm at, this new version, new capacity, and and try to help me along on that journey. Not get mad or get jealous or envy because I'm choosing another direction. Yeah. So that works better for me at this point in my life. Yeah, definitely. So, and people need to understand too, like, when you level up, and the person that you was trying to level up with, they headed down the drain. Basically, everything can be fixed with a simple conversation. Whatever is going on, it can't be that deep. Pick up the phone and say something if you feel like you feeling left behind or whatever the case. It's never that serious. Not a text, a call. Yes, definitely a call. A call. Definitely a call. That could have saved so many situations and things that happen if it was just a simple communication that was had behind it. Because a lot of people, when they follow, they don't even know why. Yeah. Like, you ask them why you follow with such and such. Well, I really don't know, but I think it's because, or it could have been because, but nobody takes the time out to actually know and understand where is this coming from. Like, and then at that point, if conversations were had, you would be able to tell people like, hey, this has nothing to do with you. It's above me now. I'm moving at a different frequency now. It's no beef for you. It's just that if that's where you're at with things, that's okay. I'm not judging, but this is just no longer where I'm at. Yes. So, and they should be able to respect that though. And that's the problem right there. People don't know how to respect things. Mm-hmm. You don't have to like nothing, but you do have to respect it. Yes, at the end of the day. Yeah, that's what it all boils down to. Like, it's a lot of things I don't like, you know what I mean? But I have to respect it because, first of all, you standing firm on whatever it is that you're doing. Yes. Cool. And that's where my respect comes in. I'm not saying everybody need to move like how I move, but if you at least follow some type of pattern of how things should work,
you'd be better off. It wouldn't be no people running around here being jealous, especially if y'all supposed to be coming up together. More than likely, if you was with somebody and y'all was side by side and y'all was supposed to go up together and somebody fell off, 9 times out of 10 is because you did not have balance. That balance would have helped you out. If you didn't know how to balance everything out, of course you gonna fall. But don't get jealous for that other person moving on up.
Yes. And then here's the thing, though. When somebody is moving up and elevating around you, just know that God is very much in the neighborhood. So you might be next.
Yeah.
So you just need to clap for others until it's your turn. Like, it's okay. Like, if things are not going the way that you want to right now, but your friend is being highly blessed, encourage them. Stick with them. Be patient. Wait until it's your turn. Delay doesn't mean denial. I cannot stress that enough. It is okay. Like,
yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
You know what, Roderick? I feel you, bro. I'm done apologizing for leveling up and changing.
Ooh.
Same. I've only apologized once. Go ahead, tell me what
I
you
would
about
say
to
that self-sabotage behind it too.
Yeah.
Like, that people be trying to make you feel bad for wanting to elevate or wanting to do better. Because if you really on my team, isn't that what you want to see anyway from me?
Exactly.
And no matter what capacity that is, like, so I get it.
I'm one of those people. If you level up, I'm proud of you. And I wanna like,
regardless, I'm proud of you.
yes, I wanna see you keep going up higher.
Yes.
And if I believe that I wanna get where you at, I'm going to say, hey, how did you do this?
I'm not trying to compete with you.
Yeah,
Just how.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said on the morning show the other day when I called in, your only competition should be in the mirror.
That's it.
Anything other than that, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people look at other people and say, "Oh, I got to do this, I got to do that to be." No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. You're better off working with them.
Yes.
And if you can't work with them, get some game from them. If that's the
You can learn from people. It's okay to learn from people.
I've learned from so many. Listen,
Yeah.
I've learned from people that are not doing better than me, but I've also learned from people that are doing better than me.
Yeah.
And guess what? I take a bit of everything from both parties,
Both sides. Yeah.
and instilling it to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand
And
what's so
taking
hard.
what resonates.
Yeah. I don't understand what's so hard about that. But again, you can't expect you out of other people.
That's true.
But I just really wish everybody can like get on the same page somehow and learn. Just learn instead of hating.
Yes.
Because competition, let's be real.
Yeah.
There's a thin line, a very thin line between competition and hate.
Yeah.
Think about it. Oh, we got Misha again. What up, Mish? What about those who feel entitled to your success because of the because of the association y'all once had?
Ooh.
Mish, it's so much I want to say about that. Go ahead, Telly. I got to choose my words wisely. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just put me out there, huh?
Yeah.
No, so the entitlement. The entitlement is crazy because I just feel like at some point everybody has learned from someone, right?
Yeah.
Somebody has taught somebody something. It's been passed down from generation to generation. Grandmas have taught us, aunties have taught us. So we've gotten our knowledge from other places, right? So it shouldn't even be in a sense of entitlement, as in like, oh, I did this, I did that. So because of your success, I feel entitled to, that. And it's like, no, you should be looking at it differently. Like, she took everything I said, used it, and look at the outcome from it. Like you said, just really being happy, just really being proud, just really taking the entitlement and the whatever, relationship that was that you had with that person out of it, and just looking at it from, they listened, they learned from me. This is what I'm seeing on the outskirts of it. So it should be a joyful, happy time. So, and just leaving the entitlement part out of it is a thing. Because yeah, no.
Now, one thing, Mish, let me tell you something. When it come down to the entitlement, it's worse with people that you used to have dealings with versus somebody that you're dealing with it at the moment. Because those people, the people that you used to deal with, they don't want to see you do nothing. They don't want to see you make it. And they'll be damned if you make it off of something that y'all started together and you flourish and they don't. I've seen it. Okay, I've lived through it, you know, and it sucks because it's like, okay, you taught me something. I'm running with it. What was I supposed to do? Why am I about to waste something that I learned? Even if I learned it from you, hey, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate me learning something from you. That's dope. But who are you to say I can't run with it and make something of it? Especially if I'm not using what I learned to diminish anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not ruining lives.
Yeah. Because essentially would you start to think like, okay, what was the real reason behind the teaching?
Exactly.
Like you said, what do you really want me to do with that? So, yeah, I feel like the entitlement part of things should definitely be left out of it.
Yeah.
So
should be.
It can be looked at for what it actually is. Like a person is flourishing. That's really the goal.
Yeah. You should.
You should.
Now, when it comes down to people that you are dealing with, and it's like looking a little rocky, the entitlement kicks in more. Well, I'm not going to say more, but it kicks in with them as well on a different level because it's like, well, wait a minute, we still rocking with each other. It just, now I'm seeing you kind of take off. Well, you about to come with me or not?
Exactly.
Like,
that's really it.
Yeah, that's all it is. You either coming with me or you not. But then that's where the distance comes in. You know, somebody get to feeling some type of way, and before you know it, they yapping about you, and you know it's just a bunch of extra conversations for no reason. The only conversation that need to be had is with you and that other person. Especially if you feel like they distancing themselves from you, which might not even be the case. They're just busy. So my suggestion is have that conversation.
Yeah.
Have that conversation, man, and see if you can get up there with them. You know?
That's all.
That is it. But what other things have you had to grow from? Or outgrown?
Outgrowing just jobs is a thing too. So jobs can drain your energy. And I told myself whatever I decided to kind of go into that I was not going to just like, I guess, let it overtake me in the way that it did before, because I really seen the job dynamic, how you can really bust your butt for a company and then they can let you go without, warning or, you being able to just get your ducks in a row or lined up. And then, like I said, they'll have you, doing this or doing that all day. And then at the end of the shift, oh yeah, well, by the way, we're going to have to let you go, So it's like just outgrowing those spaces where it's like, okay, I know my worth. I know I don't have to just be here. There's other ways to be successful. There's other ways to push past it. I'm not saying anything wrong with the 9-to-5 because I had plenty of those, but I also seen in that same token, what that did for me. So it changed my trajectory of how I look at corporations and companies, because it's like, are you really for the people or are you just for your establishment? Because the treatment that I received from them, because of my medical reasoning and everything, they let me go because of that. So it's like really just, looking at it and telling myself like, okay, moving forward, don't let yourself go back into that space that you were in, to even be let go. So just moving forward with what you choose to do career-wise. Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I spent 9 years at a plant, and when I first got there, I didn't even know if I was going to make it, to be honest. It was a totally different environment. I was doing something that was like really demanding, like as far as being physical. It was a lot, but once I got the hang of it, I got to just moving around a lot, jumping from different departments or whatever. And as the more and more I ended up being in there, I realized all they doing is just overworking me and underpaying me. I'm somebody that was jumping on different lines, learning stuff. I'm jumping on the high-low. I'm learning auditing. And I'm like, nothing's changed with my pay. Nothing's changed with my benefits. How is it that I know all of this stuff and there's no extra money involved? Exactly. Like, the money was decent, don't get me wrong. Right. But it wasn't enough, not for what I was doing. Especially, being cross-trained in all of those areas. Exactly, especially as a high-low driver.
as a high-low driver, your job is to supply the line with what they need to keep things moving. So without the high-low driver,
Yeah, the line not moving.
exactly, y'all not going anywhere. So it was definitely supposed to be more money put into the high-low drivers. So yeah, it was a lot going on, and I just realized, I'm getting drained.
Yes.
I'm getting drained. Like somebody else don't come in. I'm doing their job on
Yeah.
top of mine. I'm staying extra.
Exactly.
It's like it wasn't enough.
Yeah, because you're giving you all that work, and then when you get home, you can't be who you are, wear those different hats that you have, because you didn't gave your all that work, whether that is, the cross training or training other people that come in, or, filling other people's shoes when they call off. Because like I said, is the corporation really for the people or just their company? And so many scenarios where like mine and yours will receive that's not the case. They'll overwork you or, make you give your all to them to prove like, hey, I should be here.
Yeah.
So, and then you see what comes from that. Like nothing, comes good from the other side. So.
Yeah. I've had supervisors get mad at me because I decided to do a job differently because it was easier for me to do it.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you need to do it this way. No, because I'm the one doing it. You got me running around here. I'm going to do what makes my job easier so I don't have to hear you.
Exactly. Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, are you really here for the people or just... Because it's like, what are you doing? Why would you make me work harder when I can do something simpler, get things done just as efficient, and then the day is still going by smooth? But it's helping me because I'm the one actually doing this.
Right. Like, you calling me to do all these extra jobs, and then let's not even mention the favoritism. Like, it's nuts. Yeah. It's nuts.
That's the thing.
Like, I remember getting called to help somebody that wasn't even doing anything. I'm like, why would you want me to go help somebody? Oh, I get it. He fell behind and he's your race.
Exactly.
I get it.
That's the thing too.
I'm not playing that game. So I'm really glad that I got out of that place because I was about to lose my mind. I'm not gonna lie. I had a bad temper. It wasn't the greatest at all. It was almost like you was prepped to have or prepped to be a hothead, to work in an environment like that.
And you don't even want to be in the places that can bring out your triggers.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. Or have people get you out of character. That's another thing, too, with outgrowing people, not letting them get you out of character. Like, I cannot move the same and get angry and get frustrated and then do the whole yelling over the phone and hanging up. I can't do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. It's too draining. I could be putting my time, energy, and efforts into something else. So just outgrowing people and knowing where they really stand and where they can be. Like, that makes a difference. Yeah. A big difference.
I've learned to stop going back and forth, especially like at jobs. For the first time in my life, believe it or not, I just go straight to the supervisor.
Okay.
Like, hey, you know what, bro?
Yeah.
This and that going on. I'm not about to be dealing with that.
Because they say use that chain of command anyway. Yeah. So here I go.
Yeah, but see, I'm telling you, I'm so used to snapping and handling things my way. It was hard to make that transition. Yeah. So now that I'm on that wave, I just flow with it now. It's so easy now. Hey, listen, this is what's going on. I'm not dealing with that. You need to holler at your boy, holler at your girl, whatever. I'm not dealing with that.
Because why stress yourself out?
Yeah.
Why? And then, two, you get out of character, you blow up, now it's on you. Now they looking at you. Now you done did something that's costing you, your job or whatever the case may be. And people looking at you crazy when it all kind of altered from something that someone either did or said. So it's like growing up and really understanding you is understanding like, hey, I'm not going to let someone have that much power over me to be able to get me out of character. Like, it's just not cool.
Yeah, it's not. And it's like, now that I'm in the work, see, the one good thing I will say about working at the plant was predominantly black. So we were definitely the majority. Anybody that was even funny acting or racist, they was outnumbered. So I didn't have to worry about nothing like crazy like that.
Yeah.
But then I ended up in an environment where I'm outnumbered, right? It's not too many of us in there. So now they like to play these games where they know exactly what they're doing and they want to see a typical, you know what? And when I show them, oh no, I'm a black guy,
Exactly.
and I'm smarter than what you think.
Exactly.
I'm about to do something for you. I'm about to show you something real quick.
Yeah.
I've been set up so many times, Telly. It's hilarious.
Man. And that's what I'm saying. Just really beating people at their own game. Like, oh, you think that you... Okay. 'Cause I see you. I really see you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not your typical. I'm sorry. Sorry, Saltines.
Like I can't.
I'm not.
Saltine.
I'm not. It's okay, though. It's okay. I'm going to help y'all out. But that's what you got to do. You got to play. You have to play their game.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I've learned. You definitely have to play their game. So you have to outgrow the games. So that's what I had to do.
That's what it come down, yeah.
Because I was falling for them every time. But the problem is working at an aggressive environment and then transitioning to an environment that's not that aggressive, you have to be smart.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I ended up having to
turn it on and turn it off.
Definitely. I mean, you could let somebody know that you're not playing, but you got to let them know you're not playing the right way.
Exactly.
You can't go in there just guns blazing, saying whatever you want to say. It's not gonna work out for you. You know, you're gonna be out of there way quicker than what you expected.
Exactly. So yeah. And then just moving as an older adult too. Like a lot of you, you know, I know you, for example, have kids and things like that. You don't want to pass this down to your kids. You don't want them to see that. You don't want them to see like, oh, this is how dad handles situations, so this is how I should handle situations. Or people who don't got kids, nieces, nephews, and cousins. You don't want that energy to be shown to them in a younger state, because when they're younger, they're like sponges. This is when they're learning things, picking up on, you know, different habits, and really watching how you kind of navigate through life. Because you know how when we were younger, we'd be like, oh yeah, I want to be like such and such when I grow up, because we looked up to them and they inspired us in some type of way, whether that was how they was living, moving, talking, you know, something caught our attention. So we really just got to be careful how we choose to act, and that's in any realm that we go into.
Yeah, definitely. Have you outgrown family?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
In what way?
I've outgrown family in the sense of really understanding why maybe things didn't work how they were supposed to the first time around. Like outgrowing them and knowing that, hey, I can't move in the same way that you move. Like, I love you. I don't think that I'm better than you, but I understand that we grew up in a different environment. You maybe grew up on more survival mode, and I grew up on more love in that environment. So it's like, it hurts to say because we blood, but I had to outgrow wanting to be around you all the time. Like I said, I still love you. I love you from a distance, though. Like, I can't just be in your direct energy or your direct circle, because that'll be loads and things that I was talking about earlier that I'll carry and I don't have to. Yeah. So, what about you? Have you outgrown any family?
Unfortunately, I have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so unfortunate, though. It's not something I want to be like, yeah, me, I did it.
And you know what's crazy? There is no hatred involved in me outgrowing my family. I love them. That's important. From a distance, right? And the reason, most of the time, these things happen with family on my end is that it seems like, to me, nobody likes to hear the truth.
Okay.
You know,
that's a big thing.
Yeah. It's been situations where I've had to call certain people in my family and kind of like not really check them, but get them to understand where I'm coming from about the situation. And it almost turned into a bad thing, because it was like, well, why are you calling me with this? I'm calling you with this because I see what's going on and I see what's happening. It's almost like, well, you supposed to just take it and shut up. No, I'm not. Yeah. So a lot of people don't like hearing the truth. And especially in my family, when I speak the truth, it's almost like, oh, you cursed me out. No, I just told you what's happening, and I'm not about to stand for it.
Yeah, and a lot of people may not have done that to, that accountability factor.
Yes, and that's what the problem is. And you need to start holding people accountable, and I think that's what the problem was right there. I was holding people accountable. They didn't like it. They stopped rocking with me. Too bad, so sad. I still sleep well at night. Love y'all, but it's definitely got to be at a distance, because we do not rock this. We not on the same wavelength as far as loyalty and respect goes. And I'm big on both of those. Yeah. Don't say nothing behind my back, and don't let nobody talk behind my back without that situation getting checked. Yeah. So if you one of those types of people, bye. Like, I'm not about to rock with you. Have all the conversations you want to about
Exactly.
me, but you ain't about to let that. You ain't about to just let somebody come around you and talk greasy about me, and we supposed to be blood.
Exactly, and I'm not just gonna say nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm big on that. So, hey, that's what really.
Stand on business.
But see, when I find out about stuff like that and I check it, I'm the bad guy.
I was say you the bad guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because people become desensitized to that, keeping it real or not wanting to be rude, and people kind of think that, oh, you shouldn't say anything because you don't want to come across as this. But that's the thing, we're not having those uncomfortable conversations, and this is why so many problems are reoccurring, because it wasn't addressed the first time around.
Exactly.
So,
That's why I like. I hate saying Club Shay Shay, but that's why I like his last couple interviews with Cat Williams and Monique. Cat Williams spoke a lot of truth. So did Monique. Oh, we got a caller. What's up? What's up, caller? You on the air? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, family?
Nothing much.
Gigi.
How you doing, Gigi?
I'm good. I wanted to chime in. I was checking you out while I was driving, and I wanted to chime in on the conversation.
Okay.
So, I know the last thing I heard you guys were talking about in reference to family.
Mm-hmm.
And, sometimes it's not even about outgrowing family in a sense, but it's just, one, holding them accountable, and then two, also letting them know that you're not a kid anymore. Like, once you become an adult, and you have to, you're going to have to actually address the older people in your family.
Yes.
Because they still feel like they can talk to you any kind of way or treat you any kind of way because you they niece or you they nephew. But in all actuality, like, you have to, like, I've had family that I have to say, hey, I'm not a kid. You know what I'm saying? You treat me with respect, and I'm going to respect you because not only are you my elder, but you're a human being, but at the same time, I'm grown as well. So you know what I'm saying? Talk to me and speak to me in a way that's an adult.
Talk that talk, Gigi.
Yeah,
straight
that's
up.
real.
Straight up. I've had so many conversations like that, but go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's not even just outgrowing, it's just growing up and recognizing that, we're not kids anymore. And I try to do the same with my younger family. Once they hit a certain age, I talk to them like, I don't ever really baby anybody. I don't even baby my own child, but I talk to them like, hey, you grown. Like, if you grown and you want to claim I'm grown and on my own, then act like it. If you out of line, I'm going to let you know you out of line.
Yes.
If we going to talk, we going to talk like two grown-ups. I'm not going to baby you and child you, and it's going to come out of a place of love because most importantly, we are family, and I want the people behind me to do better. The younger people do better and show them better. So it's just giving them that game in love and just and respect as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree, Gigi.
Yeah, I've had plenty of talks like with people in my family. I had to have a conversation with my cousin. He's older than me. He was like, the problem is, man, your mother or whoever, they look at you like you still a kid. They not looking at the fact that you didn't grew up. You don't need them for anything. You got your own kids that you're raising. It's like they still see me in some Pampers or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, how? You didn't see me do all of this stuff and thug out a lot of situations. How are you still thinking that I'm still a kid and you could just come at me any old kind of way? I'm very respectful. Just don't disrespect me. You won't have to worry about getting disrespected.
Simple.
It's simple. It's really simple. But
that's all I wanted to do. I'm gonna see because I'm driving, so I'm gonna still be watching. But I just want to chime in.
Thank you,
appreciate
Gigi.
you. We appreciate you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Yeah, like that was a great testimony.
Yeah,
like
it was. I'm still smiling.
Yeah, like I've had, man, it's been countless conversations about, hey, I'm not a kid.
Thing.
I'm not a kid anymore, so you can't talk
Address
like that.
Me as such.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying you got to call me sir. You ain't got to stand up when I walk in the room.
Exactly.
Just, hey,
acknowledge it for what it is.
Exactly. Don't tell me to do nothing. Ask me. That's it.
The thing, yeah.
That's it. But back to what I was about to say about the the Monique and Kat conversation. It was a very, well, to my knowledge, it's an honest conversation. But one of the things that I loved about Monique's interview, she said nobody wants to hear a 5'5" giant tell the truth. That resonated with me so much, because I swear every time I'm honest about something, it's like, oh no, that can't be right.
Yeah.
Or no, you wrong for saying that. What? Listen, I'm sorry. The truth only hurts people that's in denial. You want to stay in denial? That's on you. I know who I am. I'm comfortable in my skin. You can't tell me nothing about me that I don't know. Hell, I'll roast myself better than anybody else can do it. You gotta relax.
So I'm gonna do it first.
Gotta relax. Gotta relax. So yeah, that's big to me. Like, people gotta learn how to accept what's really going on, and just be okay with it
and accept it. Yes.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I just feel like people have been just so desensitized to people telling the truth, to where it's not normalized now. Like, it's like, oh, I don't have to do that, or if we do it, it's coming off as disrespectful.
Yeah. It's like we in a world where now it's cool to be fake, and it's cool to lie and play victim.
Yeah. That's
what world we living in now.
And that's crazy.
If you're not on the internet crying, oh,
you're not sad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, we can't like that because they're not even being victims. We can't like that. He's being too honest, or like, no, this is the stuff. Like, you mean to tell me somebody got to be on social media, sitting up here acting? I've seen people throw tantrums.
Look, toe up.
Yeah, and all of a sudden they getting all this praise. All this whining and crying is getting praised. These grown men sitting up here complaining about these women that they don't have to deal with, beating praise. Ooh. These women getting online talking about he beat me, but they still dealing with them, getting praised. Not the dude that's talking about, hey man, walk away. Go start a new life.
Exactly.
No, them the dudes that's getting put down, shadow banned.
Start a new life.
Yeah.
He just moved on so quick. No.
Exactly.
People just get tired of things after so long, and they outgrow them.
Exactly.
Further beyond being tired, you just outgrow certain things, and that's okay. So.
Yeah. So listen, we are getting ready to close out. Anybody got anything to say? Get in the comments. Call in real quick. We have 5 minutes. What have you outgrown? Share a quick story, I might add, and let us know, man. But it's been a great show. I appreciate we appreciate everybody that's been tapping in.
Definitely.
You know, I love this, like reading off the comments and stuff. This was fun.
Shout out to everybody in the comments. Thank you to everybody who was listening.
Yeah.
Now I do have one question though. So as far as you outgrowing, was it a certain age that you felt like you started doing that at, or is it just kind of different scenarios through life? Just
different scenarios through life.
Okay.
But the first time I realized I was going through it, I was probably in my late 20s, like after I had my son.
Okay.
So it started there, and then it just kind of gradually worked its way up through certain situations. So yeah, definitely.
I would probably say the same. Just like overall life experiences has definitely made me kind of just outgrow. Just has outgrown in age, it made me just, different things just started falling off, like, year by year. But I feel like that's normal though. So
yeah, it is normal. It's a part of life. So anybody that hasn't been going through it, I could honestly tell you they ain't been going through nothing.
Yeah.
So you gotta shed the wrong people and get with the right ones, and learn what family members to deal with and everything. Like but either way you slice it, you gotta show people that they have to respect you. Definitely. You have to stand on your standards. Don't get weak. Don't get weak for nobody. I don't care if it's your wife, your husband, nobody. Let them know what needs to be done. That's it. But we appreciate everybody for watching.
Definitely.
We about to get up out of here. So catch us next week. Next week will be an interview. So get ready for that. And I'll catch y'all next time. We out of here. Indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to Talks with Todd.